where's legit? Represent, that's legit. Ask your mom about it. Coldest story ever told. When the storm had hit my home, I was out there on the road, I ain't had nowhere to go. They used to turn their nose, and man, they don't, I suppose this the life I chose. Every day, man, it's a show.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Authentic Ears on this great Monday night. Look, Cam, I was just laughing because when me and you was on the phone the other day, you was like, man, we need to take some more pictures. Them pictures dry. So we most definitely, look, we're going to have to come down there with your boy and take some pictures. But hey, y'all, welcome to Authentic Ears. We are back, and we're going to be talking about some good shit today. Look, Cam, I had stopped cussing for a little bit, but I think I've been working on it or whatever. But anyway, what y'all been up to? How y'all week been? We always backstage talking. We be having some deep conversations. Then it be showtime, and then we have to switch the conversations and stuff. But anyway, Cam, what's up? How your weekend? I hope I don't see no foot back there in that bit. Move to the left or right so we can see. Don't move too much now.
Hey, they got me in them two queens, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a really, really good weekend, and believe it or not, man, you know, with a lot of continued prayer and stuff like that, my life is like really changing for the better. You know, when you start getting rid of those people that are like so negative into it, and you start meeting people that's like seeing things in you that you know, because sometimes, you know, we're all human and we get down sometimes, but, you know, having those people that see things in you that you don't even see in yourself, and everything's been good. But currently I'm in Aberdeen, Maryland right now for work up in my hotel. I got some business to do tomorrow on Aberdeen Proving Ground. So I'm here in Aberdeen and just doing my thing, you know.
So are you going to eat some, you know, when I travel, I go, yeah, I'm really like a skinny fat. I probably shouldn't say skinny fat kid because then they might cancel me. Ain't nobody going to want to come and be on my workout program. You know how that is. But I'm like a skinny fat kid. Did you find some good places to eat there?
Oh, here in Maryland?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done, man. I just got here today. And so soon as you got here. Huh?
Because it's like 9 o'clock there, right? Or they
it's 9:03, but then I had to drive from Baltimore up here to Aberdeen, you know, get the rental car, come up here and stuff like that. So I've got me some Chick-fil-A and I just came in the hotel. But tomorrow, after we get done the business, I'm going to stay in Baltimore in a hotel. So I'll stay in Baltimore tomorrow. So I'll be closer to the airport.
Where you staying at? Because you need to keep your head low.
Hey, I'm in the Marriott, you know, I'm on the company dime, so we gonna ball out, you know what I'm saying?
Do you be getting your points and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, yeah, on the company dime, and then when it's time for you to go on your own vacation.
And I was happy today because my boss emailed me and she was like, "Thank you for your hard work last week," and I saw my little bonus and I opened up that PDF and was like, so now I can pay off my credit card.
Can I borrow $2, please?
Oh, it's going all to USA.
Shit, don't even worry about it. You won't even let us. Sterling, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. This my last week. This my last week in the military. Last official week in uniform. I can say that. But, my last official day will be 31 March, and I'll be on that retirement list April 1st. So yeah, I'm excited. Trying to get everybody to understand my transition process on my family side. Everybody don't understand. You're not civilians, are they? Think you just you done with the military. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, this is it. Wednesday is my final out. So you know, I'm good. I'm ready. That's it.
Look, really, Deidre, but you like super fit. I'm almost like you.
I'm not. I'm saying, man. I'm talking about me and Deidre went out to eat this weekend, and she come in there. Deidre waist about this big, no lie.
I'm almost gonna be.
And believe it or not, Deidre, I'm gonna send you a little shout out. She got a little poop factory back there too.
Look, Don't be calling it little. You know, I'm gonna say little booties matter too. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. But hey,
What's up, Tasha? What's going on, Uncle Junior? What's up, Tasha? What's up, Deidre?
hey, Sterling. Let me ask you this: are you like? Did you have a ceremony?
So how they do here for hood is so whoever's retired within that month, they do a mass ceremony. So I got here last June from South Korea. So my leadership really don't know me. And I don't feel like I should have to come while I'm on terminal leave to do a ceremony. And at the same time, it's like, I don't just need to stand up there to get the same thing I get from transition office. Gave my certificate, gave my flag,
and let's go.
Charlie Mike, huh?
Let's go. I got my flag. It was in a little bag and stuff, and I was like, so I actually ordered this like shadow box. I'm gonna put some of my stuff in. I just ain't been really worried about it because I'm only here temporarily. So I'm like, I ain't gonna too much worry about it. But I got like a couple of flags that I ain't even unpacked yet.
Yeah.
Mika, I know you watching. I promise you, I'm gonna send you your plaque. It's still wrapped up. It's packaged.
What up, JD?
Or whatever. So yeah.
Don't you know when I retired, they ran out of flags?
Did you ever get you one?
Yeah, I got one, but I wasn't studying that flag, man.
Look, I want my flag. All that them 20 years and 7 months that I done did. Give me my
all I can think about is them five tours to Iraq while I was holding my ankles because of that flag.
Look, I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna ever get back.
Look, but still, I needed my flag. Give me my award, and you better have it in the little awards holder, the green one. Don't you give me my award, y'all. You know how the S1 do? They'll run out of them, and just here you go. Or they'll give it to you and tell you got to give it back after the ceremony.
Yeah, remember them days?
What? Look, I want to hang this up and make it look, you know what I'm saying? Make it look nice. But I'm probably gonna do me like a look. How you got your place, Cam? How you got like a little bit of your military stuff up?
No, I didn't really keep any of that stuff. I was done with it. I was tired of it. I just, like I said, a lot of people like to remember and reflect back on it. I was done. I joined the Army straight out of high school. I was in there from 18 years old to 39. And I was done. I was, I didn't want to reflect. I didn't want to look up there and see the uniform and the awards and all that.
My uniforms, I think they packed down somewhere. I don't know where they at. They somewhere out there. But I actually look, if I wasn't looking for that wet weather gear that I got when I was out at this training and it was pouring down raining. But I ain't feel like going through them boxes.
What kind did you got? The Gore-Tex or the? Let me see how old school you are. Never mind, because you ain't weather gear. That first wet weather gear I had to have because you probably weren't in the Army yet. Did you?
Look, I had the BDU one, and then I got the ACU pattern one.
Oh, I'm going way before that, pimp.
Look, cause I ain't gonna even call you old. But y'all, let's. Crab mentality. Y'all ready to get into it? This is Sterling's topic because of something that he said at our last showing. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, Uncle Junior. I signed my contract in 1994. November.
Y'all don't tell nobody that. I ain't gonna tell y'all how old I was.
How old was you, King?
I ain't gonna tell you. Sterling, you about the same age, ain't we?
I was in seventh grade, and I was in seventh grade in '94.
I think Sterling, when you joined the Army, I was an E6 already.
Yeah, I joined in 2002.
We got a call. Oh, they say we got a call. They say call in.
That's the call in number 817-466-6638. Hey, let me ask you this. I've been seeing like a couple of posts on Instagram. It say when you got a job, you got like old friends. You be like, man, I got to go to Laura's 56th birthday party. You might be 22 or 23. So when y'all actually came in, I always hung out with older people. So I didn't really hang out with people 18, 19, and 20 when I came in. I was hanging out over there with the sergeants and stuff because they had the cool stuff over there at their room. We was in there in that little bitty barracks. Was y'all like that?
No, I wasn't because, like I said,
dang, DJ.
Growing up in Philly, if we didn't know you, we didn't talk to you. So it took me a while to adjust to how everybody else was, meaning like people from the South. Y'all speak to everybody. So when I came and I spent my first 7 years at Fort Drum, I was always like trying to find people from the same demographic area that I was from as well, because we understood each other. We understood each other's ways. So I try to find people from New York, people from Philly, Baltimore, Jersey. And then I realized when I was at Fort Drum, for some reason they sent everybody from the South up to damn Fort Drum. So it was like I started being around people from the South and I opened up a little bit more. But yeah, it was kind of hard for me to grasp or come around people and just be free and open-minded too.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's cool, but nah. And I'm still that way to this day. Like I don't open myself up to everybody like that.
And you know what? Sometimes I guess for me, I hung out with people older than me. I ain't gonna go to the circus today though, because I don't feel like it. But I've always been like that, even when I was back home. Probably because I was a little more in the streets. I don't know, whatever it may be. But people in the South, that's what. If you make eye contact with somebody, you supposed to speak sterling.
No, not from up north. We trying to figure out.
Terry, what's going on?
We trying to figure out why you here. We trying to figure out why you're around here. Like we don't know you. Like we trying to figure out. You probably suspicious something like that. I mean, anybody from up north can speak on that. If you're not from around here, you dress a certain way, you look a certain way, you just out there speaking just cause we're looking at you crazy. Like no, that's just we don't do that.
What? So did you ever see? I have a cousin who is, of course, her dad's from here, but her mom moved her up to New York. So when she came back down, we was like, Tika, you need to crease your pants. Like, what you got going on? She was like, I ain't doing that country stuff. But it took about a year, and she had them starch creases going on. So she was all. What's up, Terry?
Yeah.
So, Cam, you grew up in the country.
I'm a sucker for cornrows and manicured toes. Let's go.
So you just gonna repeat what Nelly said, even though he wasn't even talking about it, right?
Nah,
Think about it. Look.
Think about it. It's like I said, like with Sterling, just to go to in a different direction from him. It's just a different dynamic and different where you come from. Not saying that people from up north are not big on respect, but you had I grew up with family members that they wasn't acknowledging you if you wasn't speaking. It was just a different, and not saying that, man, they're big on respect, knowing your place. You don't, like I said, it's emphasized on these people have the experience. They have life experiences. You're not on my level yet. Get in the child's place. Go play with some kids. Things like that. It's just like it was big on, like, it seemed like, this is my perception. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. People from up north, it seemed like y'all got to be a little bit growner. That's not really a word, but a little bit more grown than we were allowed to be, based on, because like I said, because like in the country, I'm out there, I'm 12 years old, and this is no hit. I will leave my mama house, go get my homeboy Truman, that was my childhood friend. We get on some bikes. She ain't seeing me till 4:30 in the evening. I'm all on the other side of town. I'm all doing this, and and stuff like that. But up there, it's like I just don't get it. Like, I don't get the whole up north mentality, like, stuff, because it don't cost me anything to just speak. I don't have to be like, man, I'm not gonna go in and say, why you here? What you doing? You weirdo. This person, he got some Timbs on that's like loosened all the way up. Okay, I know you're not from here, but hey, bro, how you doing, man? Have a nice day. I keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm. It's just I don't get the mentality. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I just don't.
So like we not on no rude stuff like, oh, get your down south. No, it's not no rude stuff. It's just a more of a situational awareness type of thing with us. Like, we know our environment. So when you're not from around there, we can spot you from a mile away. Like, you're not from here. So.
And what's the point for me not being there? What's the big deal?
There's no big deal, but we know you're not from there. So like, we curious, like why you're around here.
Why don't you speak and mind your business?
We don't need to do that.
Well, well, just mind your damn business. Then I ain't from here. I don't get it.
So it's like I said, like the way you was coming off just now, that can be very defensive to somebody from up north. Like,
no, we just talking me and you and stuff right now in reference to like, but to get an understanding,
But some people are like that though. Some people are like that still to this day, to where they come and be like, oh, blah, and say crazy stuff out their mouth. Now, next thing you know, it's a big issue. But we just very observant, like Terry just said. We're very observant, and we just very aware of our surroundings. That's it. That's all it is. It's not nothing against like people from the South saying that y'all, less than us or we better than y'all. We just aware of our surroundings. That's all it is.
So, do y'all think it's because of it's smaller in the South, so you kind of know you're gonna know everybody on your block, or in that neighborhood, and it's larger, up north. So it's kind of like y'all blocks are not like our blocks. Our blocks is like short. So do you think that's what it is, because you don't see these people every day? Because in Little Rock, we pretty much see the same people, you know what I'm saying, every day, unless you go across town.
Yeah, I mean, we got areas in Philly, and I'm pretty sure other places up north got all, like we got West Philly, South Philly, Southwest, North Philly. Then we got Uptown, Kensington, all places like that. But everybody know, like, you from West Philly, you have a different swag from somebody from North Philly. Somebody from North have a different swag. It's just all about how you carry yourself. So even going to different neighborhoods in Philly, I can tell that person not from the same place I am.
Yeah,
that's just how it is. Even if I go over to Jersey is right across the bridge. Camden's right across the bridge from Philly. So if I go to Camden, which is just a bridge over, it seems like it's a totally different world. It's up north, but it's a totally different world. How they talk, how they dress, just all about how they carry themselves. So, but I mean, I always thought before I came to Mills, like, I got family in the South. That's where my great grandma was from. But I always thought the South was slower. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, the South is a little smaller. So like everybody in that town know each other. Everybody go to the same high school. Everybody go to the same middle school. Up north, I could be from Westfield and go to school up all the way up in Roxborough. Yeah, that's just how it is.
The South is kind of slow though. Like, they need to speed it. They need to.
It is, because I hate like going to the city and they be like, man, over on 42nd. I ain't used to hearing no 42nd Street and no 112th and north and this and south and that. Man, hey, we say, hey man, over yonder, down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Across the street, by the blue, hey, look up there by the blue house.
Mm-hmm.
The blue house right there, and everybody know where the blue house is. But y'all, let's get into it. Crab mentality.
Yeah.
We come back. Sterling had mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? You go back home. Like, I'm back here now. I don't really see a lot of people. Exactly, Deidre. We have streets. What street you from? Not what block you from. Like, I don't see a lot of people that I grew up with. However, I ran into, people that I do know that think, oh, you stuck up, you this, you that. And y'all are doing like the same shit y'all was doing back when I left. So I don't know if I was supposed to like stay in that area with y'all and stay there. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just keep on getting sucked into the crab in the bucket? So my question is, have y'all experienced that? And I'm gonna start with you, Sterling, because I know you kind of mentioned something about it. Have you experienced that? Just going back home, and what was your experiences like? If you did experience.
Out of the group of men that are men now and fathers also that I grew up with, out of all of us, I can say 3 of us joined the military. I will say this: everybody is given the same opportunity. It all depends on if you take the opportunity and go with it. I have a lot of friends that felt like there was no need to leave Philly. They was comfortable in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was, coming throughout my career, I would go back home, and I got some homeboys like, hey, I don't feel comfortable going outside of Philly. This is it. This is my state, my country. This is everything to me. So I don't need to leave Philly. But I never went back home, and people like, oh, you a sellout. But I could tell when I did go back home, because of the type of vehicle I drive, You know, they didn't see me every day, but every time I came home, it was a different car. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, okay, you know, Sterling out there doing certain things. You know, he's making a good living for himself. But none of my homeboys that I grew up with was like, oh, you a sellout. But like I said, everybody's given an opportunity. It is all depends on how you go about it. Now you do have some people out there, and it's not always your friends, it's mainly your family members that's the ones that, you know, really look at you like you're a sellout, because a lot of times your family are the ones that try to feed off of your success. So, you know, everybody has an opportunity. It's all about how you go about it. And everybody had a personal preference also. And like today, I reached out to one of my homeboys, you know, grew up type dude. He over right now in Mexico with his family. And everybody that I grew up with are fathers now. So I just showed him some love, like, hey, man, I'm proud of you. I love you, you know. And he like, man, he like, every time I see you on Instagram, it's always positivity. And nothing negative. But, you know, it's all about you as a person. That's why I say, like, growing up in Philly, we had a tight group. So when we left that neighborhood, it was just us. Like, we always knew we had each other back. Now you're always going to have issues with your homeboys, homegirls. You're always going to have fights, stuff like that. But it's up to y'all as adults to come back and rectify the situation. You know, I have best friends that I didn't speak to for years behind some dumb stuff that happened early in my life. But, you know, once you get older and once you start having kids, you got to realize, like, that's small stuff, man. Like, people out here losing their lives for stuff that not even me. You know, so yeah, I don't say that I get frowned upon, but I have seen to where people have looked at me differently, but nobody has treated me like, oh, you're an outcast, so you can't be here. Now I will say, every time I go home, I'm not in that neighborhood. I'll drive through, but you won't see me get out of my car, hanging at the basketball court and hanging back on the corner because the era has changed. These kids nowadays don't got no respect for the older generation. You know, so everybody's out for themselves. So that's really all I got to say about that.
What's up, Cam? Cam, what you got to say?
Well, mine a little different from Sterling. It's like from the time I was a kid, and I don't have no shame saying it. Like, I was a kind of timid little kid. You know, I was real small. I was even more like 135 pounds when I joined the Army. And everybody in my neighborhood was a little bigger than me. I was just real timid. In my childhood, I really clung to my granddaddy a lot. And my childhood friend Truman that I always tell y'all about. You know, if you saw him, you always saw me. But I got bullied a lot, got picked on a lot. And all throughout my childhood, I was like, I'm leaving this place and I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. It's just, I just had this drive that I just wanted to get away. I wanted better because I'm from a small town. I was born in a city called Jasper, Alabama. It's between Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. And I was raised in a town called Carbon Hill, Alabama, real small. Probably got about 3 or 4 streets, 98% white, you know, only like 2% black, you know what I'm saying? And I despised it. I didn't like it. So I knew from the time I turned it. That's why when I tell y'all I joined the Army at 18, I was gone. Never wanted to come back. And if it wasn't for my mom, my brothers, and at the time my grandmama and grandfather, I never would have came back. And when I used to come home, I ain't gonna lie, man, I wish I would have been a better manager of my money, y'all. Man, especially like when I came back from them deployments. I'm escalating it. You know, I came from nothing. I worked at a grocery store all through high school. And then I joined the Army right after that. My mama didn't believe in baby and her boys. She told us if we want it, we got to go out there and get it because she was trying to work and try to take care of 3 boys on her own. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had my own little job at a grocery store. I gave up playing sports in 10th grade because I wanted some bread. You know what I'm saying? And I knew my mama had to take the little bit, the money she made to take care of us, which I know, Mama, I know you're going to watch this tomorrow and I appreciate you so much. But, man, I was just determined to go get it. So I ain't going to lie. I was coming home, nice whips, nice clothes. And then I would hear that, oh, he think he better than everybody else. He, you know, forgot where he come from and stuff like that. And at first, I used to go out and be like trying to explain myself like, man, I just want it different. You know, I don't think I'm no better than y'all. You know, I wanted to get away from y'all had the same opportunity as me. Then I had to start looking at myself and be like, you know what? If y'all think that I think I'm better, I'm freaking better. Yeah. You know, because I was sitting there worrying about what they thought about me when they didn't give a dang. And I learned people gonna talk regardless. So I'm gonna go out there and do me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. Half of people from my hometown don't like me. And you know what? for the first about 10, 12 years of my career in the Army, it used to bother me because I was like, why they don't like me? Man, I'm out here working hard. I'm over here getting shot at in Iraq while y'all having Christmas and New Year's and Thanksgiving and all this stuff. Y'all don't see the sacrifice that I made to have this little stuff. Why ain't you congratulating me? But then now I was like, you know what? I don't give a dang. Y'all ain't got to talk to me at all. Yeah. You know, I don't feel bad for my grind. You know what I'm saying? But I used to let it bother me, worrying about what some people that had the same opportunity to do what I did.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm no better. I want it better. And I went out and got it. And I don't care what you think. But, you know, I get frustrated about it because mine different from yours.
It's okay. Because, well, do you think that it would have been a little different if you would have went to the military and then came back and now I live back here? Because it's like people, they congratulate you more on your failures than your success. Oh, look at her. She back up here in this town. She back here. Look, she doing this, she doing that. And a lot of times you come back for reasons unbeknownst to them. It could be your mama's sick, your dad is sick, or whatever the reason is. So do you think that they look at people differently when you do come back? It's still the same hatred, but it's a happy hatred.
But a lot of them, from my experience, and I can't speak from y'all, but a lot of them didn't live their lives out to their full potential. You know what I'm saying? Had the same opportunities. A lot of them, a lot of people my own was more talented than me, you know, stronger than me, taller than me, everything. But I was determined up here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was telling me I wasn't going to be successful. I owed it to my mama and all the people that sacrificed for me, you know, and made all those sacrifices for me not to fail. But y'all had the same opportunities too.
Yeah.
And that's what used to frustrate me so much, man. I spent 5 years of my life in Iraq getting shot at. No birthday, no Thanksgiving, no Christmas. People don't look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got a little nice car, but I don't worship that car. I don't worship them clothes because I know that stuff can be taken away. But some people just don't like you because your spirit irked they demons. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
I don't. So for me, the military wasn't, you know, something that I always said I want to go into. Because once I graduated high school, I did 2 years of college. So when I joined the military off of emotions. And what I mean by emotions is that I didn't want to listen to what my mom was trying to put out to me. You know, and being the only child is like, you know, you get everything. You get the blunt of everything coming from a parent.
Yeah.
So it's like I joined the military, and then my aunt was so, you know, Black power. She like, the military is a white man's army, and there's no place for a Black man to be in the military. So when I joined the military, it was just I was pissed off at my mom, and I said, I'm gonna go down here and sign up, and I'm gonna leave. And that's what happened. And you know, 20 years later, I'm here. I'm grateful for the opportunity, but growing up with my friends, I feel like me and my friends all experienced the same good and bad growing up, because most of my friend parents was on drugs. My mom was on drugs. They all seen each other parents coming in and out of drug houses. You know, we all did the same thing. We played basketball. We played football on the concrete. We played football on the field. You know, we cut milk crates, bombed the milk crates out, nailed them up to the telephone pole just to shoot a basketball into it. So we all had the same type of mindset, but we just all took different routes. And, you know, I'm not saying that none of them never hated, but it never was shown like publicly that, you know, we wasn't happy or wasn't, you know, happy with each other. So like I said, everybody has a different outlook on things and have a different way of approaching things and how you go about life and opportunities you have right there in front of you. But coming from the inner city, there's not that much that you really have options for, like sell drugs, play a sport, or go off to the military or go off to college. That's really all you had. And I seen some of my homeboys had D1 scholarships, go up to college, and they still had that street mentality, and they didn't even last a year. So, you know, everybody has the opportunity to do good things in their life. It's just all about how you go about it and how you take the right steps to continue throughout your life.
Yeah. Well, I had one friend that I didn't really, mine is more so family members that they got that little hatred and stuff in them. But the way I grew up, you know, I grew up in the streets. I was little Cam, but I had them hands. Look, they'll be like, you met my sister, right, Tia?
Yeah.
They'll be like, which one you want to fight? Tia or LaKenya? And Tia bigger than me. They be like, I want to fight Tia. But you can't fight Tia without fighting me. So it didn't even matter. It didn't matter. But a lot of people that I noticed, and even some of, I wouldn't say per se my friends, but their moms and dads would always, they used to call me the little gang girl. You know what I'm saying? Like the little gang girl, because I was bad as shit. So I think, not that I think, I know that people thought that I was going to follow, you know what I'm saying, in the footsteps of my parents, you know what I'm saying, and not be successful or whatever the case may be. So it was always looked upon that I'm going to be a failure. I really didn't give a damn at that time because I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. So it really didn't matter to me. But Sterling, real time, can they go back and prosecute you for stuff you did 20 years ago? I don't think so, since I got a degree in criminal justice. I think I'm good. Yeah. But look, Sterling, y'all, no lie, I was stealing at the mall at dealers. Y'all, I had a whole bunch of stuff. I had some polos, some Tommy Hilfiger. I was ready to go out and sell my stolen merchandise. In my brain, the security guard was following me. No lie. I was like, the security guard following me. I was like, I'm going to go in the dang on recruiting station so the security guard won't follow me. Y'all, I've been in the military since. Like, so I never even had a big dream about going to the military. I don't even remember recruiters coming to the school, Thompson, can you join? Maybe they came and I was skipping school at that time. However, I had a friend who, we had been friends because we went to start school when we was 4. We had been friends this whole time. When I joined the military, she was like, that was always my dream. But I'm thinking to my damn self, we hung out like every single day. I ain't never heard you say nothing about it. But if that was your dream, that was your dream. But we're not even friends now. And we were friends for almost 25, 30 years. And I think that the high empire perspective, I think I'm good with my little stealing thing. You know what I'm saying? You know,
you look like you had some little sticky little fingers, like you was that kid. They be like, "Hey, don't let Kenya come in my house. I need to move my pocketbook when she come in the house."
No, I ain't never steal from people. I stole from the dealers, and the shoe department. So I didn't ever. Can't nobody ever say
your clothes used to have the hole to because you still got the little tag thing on.
No, because you could take a lighter and burn it and pop it off, and you ain't got to worry about it. Just make sure you have some gloves so the ink won't get on you. But y'all don't tell nobody that.
That's crazy you say that because I don't know if you ever heard of this place called Model Sporting Goods. So we had a place up north called Model Sporting Goods. It's kind of like a little mini Dick's, like Dick's Sporting Goods stuff.
Okay.
And just a similar story to yours. My homeboy, 12th grade, he had a job there. So we used to, we always wore Timbs up north. Timbs is like an everyday thing to us. Like we can wear Timbs in the summertime with shorts.
Yeah, with shorts. Y'all be killing me with that though.
That's just get some cargo shorts, a polo and some Timbs, you good.
That's
so
right.
My homeboy used to work at Model, so he used to always go there like an hour before closing and be up there trying on brand new Timbs and take our old Timbs and put them in a box, and we walk up out of that thing with some brand new Timbs.
And why not do it? Look, I would not encourage any young children to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it now. Don't do it
now because you're gonna get caught. But now
I'm sure some people in the comments right now too that got some crab in the barrel stories. So man, come on, put the number up there. Call in, man. Share us some of y'all stories. Empowering perspective. Terry, Uncle Junior. Come on now. I know y'all got some stories about stories. Come on now. Don't be holding out on them.
We got some perfect patty folks.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the ones in the comments. I know we all had them times,
But yeah, I think most of all, when you encounter people like that, look, Cam, every time you say there's a caller, because Cam is calling me, because I don't be studying it. Pull them through and Cam.
Who we got on the line? Producer. Who's on the line?
Go.
Who's there? What up? What it do, baby boo? What's popping?
I hope you can hear because I can't.
It's so funny that Sterling said that about the damn Timbs and walking out of the store. So I think I went back to Jersey, like, it was probably like 2 years ago, right? When I came back from my last deployment. And you know they changed like the whole setup, right? If you go in the store, like they got one shoe on the wall. So the person got to crawl down behind the thing to get the shoe to bring it out so they can sell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. But what I was gonna say is about the crab in the bucket. I had this girl, right, and the same thing Kenya said about the stealing, right? And me and her was like real cool. But you know, I'm kind of like Kim and being sure and everybody. I like to look nice. I ain't gonna front. I like to buy things, look nice, whatever. But I'm never bragging. I'm never trying to showboat. But it appears that way to other people. So anyway, this friend that I thought I had, I used to do the same stuff together, right? But when I went to go see her, she would be saying stuff, but she would always say something slick. You know how mom speaks. You can always tell. I know I can. I'm a pretty good judge of character. You know what I'm saying? So she would always come off like, oh, well, you know, she's doing this, you know. But see what it is? I can tell everybody. I had my first child, right? She stood up on high school. So I got very young. I had 3 kids, and then I went into having 2 more. But I was never nobody's baby mother. I was always a wife. But it's just the fact that they thought that I was going to be always there, having kids, not doing shit. But I did something better for myself. So then it's like these slow remarks. So that crab in the bucket mentality, because I be thinking to myself, you could have did the same shit that I did. Because she only got 2 kids. I got 5. I graduated. I'm not with all of that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this person might think that they better than me or whatever. I support everybody. And anybody that knows me can tell you, I'm a stickler for black women. I'm a stickler for women, period. For black women, I love to see us get along. So, okay, that's my spiel.
I appreciate that, Deidre, with sharing.
Thank you for sharing. And you know, and you see that I guess I see, first off, let me say, my friends that, and I could still consider them my friends, regardless of the choices that they made in life. You know, they never did anything, you know, to me, anything to hurt me or anything like that. However, the profession that I'm in now, I see them a lot. And the crazy thing, real people don't treat you any kind of way. Those particular people, no matter what path they chose in life, they probably done been to prison. They probably all kind of stuff. They don't. I'm giving away trade secrets, but I shouldn't have told them that, because now they're gonna be trying to.
We got another call or two when you get done, Kenya.
Yeah. So those particular friends that have chose the path that they chose and they are okay with their path, I don't see. I never get any issues out of them. It's my friends that wasn't a teenage mother like me that got 3-4 kids right now that's mad at me, because you automatically assume that I'm going to continue to have children throughout, you know what I'm saying, throughout my teenage years. And we did have some of those, and then it's no encouragement. Now it's a group of girls that have a whole bunch of babies together, and they trying to struggle and trying to find their way. And you rarely see them say, let me keep your kids while you go to school, and then you keep my kids while I go to school. And that's the way I think about always trying to uplift each other. So the friends that I say made bad choices, I didn't have any issues out of them. It was more so of the judgmental ones and side-eyeing or whatever the case.
Them slick, you got to watch them little slick comments too. That compare, you know, they act like they're like, you know, they really got a hidden agenda with them comments. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they joking and stuff like that too, but they really don't be joking.
They don't be joking at all. So, you know, let me ask y'all this: if y'all family, and this question is for Sterling, how do you think that we can get family members to see that you encouraged us when we're this little to do something better, but now that we did something better, now I think I'm better than everybody, or I think I'm better than this family member or that family member? How do you think we can get them to come out of that crab in the barrel mentality to say, okay, the generational curse is now broken? You know what I'm saying? Because when one person makes it out, that generational curse of everybody staying in the same box has been broken. So now we got to keep on encouraging so the generations after us can do a little better. So how do you think we can encourage our family members or encourage the youth that are maybe going through this to keep on pushing to be successful no matter what is going on back home?
Yeah, me personally, I feel like I'm always big on giving advice, and I'm always big on, talking about my ups and downs. I try to not just talk about everything that has been glorified in my career or in my life with my family members. I share the, excuse my language, the fucked up shit that I've done with my family members as well. I got a little cousin right now that's in the Air Force. He's doing great things, and I explained to him, it may look good now, but still remember there's gonna be days where it's gonna be shitty.
Yeah.
There's gonna be days where you're like, damn, like what decision did I make? And you gotta look back on it that everything in life is not gonna be easy. There's gonna be some things where you're gonna come to a brick wall, you gotta get over it, you gotta chip it away or go through it. But I'm big on talking about my goods and my bads. As far as my family go, I'm very reserved when it comes to my family because for some reason my family, like if I tell one person in my family, it seems like that shit just go all over in my family. It seems like everybody start text messages or anything like that and start calling each other. But I have, like, I wouldn't say a great support system. I have family members that are proud of me, but when I do come around some of my family members, it's always like, hey Sterling, can you do this for me? Or hey Sterling, how can I get this? Or hey Sterling, can you do this for me at another? It's not about me coming back home and doing something for you. It's me coming back home to show you that I did it. You know what I'm saying? Give me my praise on Sterling did it. And that's one thing I loved about my great grandmother is that she never judged. My great grandmother never judged. She don't care who's out there smoking dope 24/7. She would never judge. She like, that's my baby. I don't care what you say, and I'm proud of you. But there's a lot of family members out here that judge you, and at the same time try to praise you at the same time. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I think as an older generation, us now that's been through, what we've been through, I feel like you just got to share both sides. It just always got to be the glorified stuff. I mean, like I said, I hate going back to social media. And I always tend to go back to social media, but everybody always show the glory, the stuff that's good on social media. But behind closed doors, there's always something that's going on that people don't know.
Yeah. What's up, Cam? What you got to say about that?
Sterling stole my thunder on that one because, and you can tell from the time that I've been on this podcast, I always share my bad, with my good, because you never know somebody hearing your story that will think that, man, I'm messed up and blah, blah, blah. But it just lets you know that, you can't just sit there and I hate when I see like a lot of these podcasts and a lot of people are talking, they're like giving all these perfect world scenarios. We don't live in a freaking perfect world. The thing about it is it's easy to sit there and say, oh, we here and we done this and use all these big words and say all these big things and stuff like that. But I like to tell my story too of when I was falling, when I was making mistakes, when I done that. But also let you know when you make those mistakes, by surrounding yourself with the right people and having that intestinal fortitude and that will to want to be better, you can turn your life around and go in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to sit there and give this false narrative like I've always had it together, because I haven't. And I'm still to this day learning, surrounding myself with people that are more intelligent than me, that got more resources than me, that can give me more guidance. So it just like bothers me when, everybody act like everything is like, oh, I'm here now and woo and all this. But, you got some skeletons in your closet too. And sometimes, be confident enough in yourself to share that stuff also, because it may help somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to put up empowering perspective comment that he just put. My family members' negative perception of my personality is in my responsibility, especially if their knowledge of me is based upon outdated information. That is, that is so true, because who I was don't mean that's who I am today. We have to see the change in people and how they actually change. In order to really change, it don't matter if you join the military, go into corporate America, go do 4 years in college. Don't nobody care about your bachelor's degree, your master's degree, or your PhD if you don't change your mindset and your thought process. Because I could go anywhere. If I haven't changed my mindset and my thought process, I'm gonna still repeat that same behavior over and over and over. And a lot of times, family, especially, are always living on what you used to do, how you used to be. And Cam say it all the time. I'm not gonna be a slave, you know what I'm saying, to my past. They always talking about what you used to do. Why in the hell is we talking about some stuff that I done did way back in 1998 and it is 2023? So that means y'all are stuck in that area. That's why y'all keep on getting pulled down in these buckets. You know what I'm saying? Keep pulled down in the crab in the bucket. So I just think as family, I don't judge nobody, but I guess it's kind of judging because everybody want to see their family do better and do something different. But sometimes you just got to shut up because that's the life and the path that they chose. So
I don't agree with everybody want to see somebody do better. I just and I just go off of what I've seen in my life. Everybody that I've been affiliated with didn't want to see me do better. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about you surrounding yourself with the ones that wanted you to do better, and just realize that sometimes even when it's family, you got to cut them off sometime.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. And that's why I'm so glad like my mama raised me like to be my own man. You know what I'm saying? But she also told me, don't go out there and go get locked up because I'm not putting up no land to get you out of jail. I'm not coming to get you out of jail. Don't go out there and have no babies because I ain't watching no kids. And boy, I went 34 years without no children.
Look.
34 years. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it's just like she instilled that stuff in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to cut them off. I want to go back. I think it was Bold and Driven comment. It was after Empowering Perspective comment. I think it said something about your family members. In some families, my family feel like if there is no drama, there is no fun. Oh my! Yeah. Go ahead, Sterling.
All right, so just give you a background story. My mom had a stroke back in 2014, and she's still recovering from it. She don't work. She's disabled. She's paralyzed on the left side of her body.
Sorry to hear that.
But for some reason, my mother stays in drama with family. I don't know if it's something doing with her mental capabilities, but she tends to get all the bad drama that's going on with the family and hold it in and try to push it out and let everybody know what's going on. I told her, I said, that's not healthy for you, to sit up there and entertain drama within a family when your mental capabilities is not all the way there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just feel like Bold and Driven said, drama is crazy because drama can keep going for years and years and years and never be resolved. And you can be gone for 10 years and come back to a family reunion. They want to bring up something that happened 10 years ago.
Yeah. Why is there such a gravitational pull towards negativity? I don't understand it.
I think as, just being straight 100, I think as a black race, I think we feed off of that negativity shit. Yeah. Just as a black race, a lot of us feed off the negativity. A lot of us get a lot of enjoyment off of seeing somebody fail. So we see somebody fail, not saying us in particular, but a lot of us black people see somebody fail as like, oh, we won.
Look at them. Yeah.
Look at them. They know they was always been fucked up. So they had this one mistake that just, fumbled and they just went to the left and now I can laugh about it. But, for some reason, as a black generation, we see it all the time. Everybody laugh about the negativity, far as like the Ja Morant thing that's going on right now. Nobody knows what goes on outside of the basketball game. You know what I'm saying? And being a young black man, when you put yourself in certain environments, you're going to carry a gun. Even if you're not putting yourself in certain environments, you're going to carry a gun because you feel safe with carrying a gun. Yeah. And there's ways to go about having a gun, and you don't need to be out there flashing a gun all on social media. You don't need to be doing all that. You don't need to be in the club with your shirt off either. But at the end of the day, nobody knows what's going on behind closed doors with Ja Morant, but we so quick as black people to sit there and say, oh, he fucked up, or, you know, he messed his career up. There's a lot of people out here messing their career up right now, but we don't know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so can we put that? I think it's a comment. I don't know if it was Bold and Driven. I don't forgot now.
We gotta start living to satisfy family. Yeah.
No, it was a comment after that, producer.
Talking about people want to see.
People want to see you do better, but not better than them. I'm all good when Cam doing good, but when I see that Cam done reach the level that suppress me, now I'm hating on him. Now I'm mad. I'm mad at him. And I want to go back to Sterling, something that you said. I guess some people feed off of negative energy. Like I have a friend that if it's no drama, like her world is about to fall the fuck apart. Like when everything all copacetic, it's like she in a frenzy. Mm-hmm. Like, oh my goodness, I need something to happen. I need something to happen. And I don't know the reason why, but it's like, why do we have to keep on feeding into it? And sometimes I had to start because I hadn't been staying here. And I'm only here because I love my son so much. As he goes up the stairs, he off his mama no water. And he wants to stay here and play ball after I came back from Korea. I do not like it here. But I had to learn when I was gone to just stay out of it. If I already know it's going to be some drama, I just ain't going to answer the phone. And 9 times out of 10, if you don't answer, when you talk to them again, they're not going to too much tell you about the drama. But if you answer, I notice if I answer and engage in that time, this could go on for days at a time with BS, this person texting, this person calling, this person got an opinion. So we have to take ourselves out those situations to actually learn to be better, for ourselves. Cam, did you have something?
No, yeah, I just want to interject. Have you ever noticed also the situation sometime where if you don't want to partake in the negativity, he think he better, or how he doing? It's like, man, I just don't want to deal with the negativity. It's with us being Black, we already have enough inherited negativity towards us as it is. Mm-hmm. Why do we want to self-indulge in more? I just don't comprehend it. I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I ain't ever participated in foolery, but when I got older, I kind of put away foolish things, and we just need to have more accountability. But some people, you can't tell them nothing because they'll reverse the role and say, oh, you think you better, or you think you all this and stuff. No, I just don't want to hear that bull crap. I got enough problems.
But you said I guess I was more because people assume that you're real strong when you're not strong, so they dump all their problems on you, and you're supposed to handle it all. So it's 5 of us. I am not the oldest. The oldest one needs to step into her role. She been doing good though. But it's like when something is going on with one of the siblings, everybody used to call me. I used to be so drained. And then I get sucked back into this mental warfare, this battle of who right and who wrong, that I ended up having to say, look, I just don't answer the phone. Because it's going to die down eventually. But I think as we keep on feeding stuff, and then we keep on getting dumped back into that bucket, even though we got out of it. And then it's emotionally draining, and it also could be physically draining. Sterling, like you mentioned, like when you have keeping up all that stuff, it's physically draining for you. However, I have read that some people, it's not physically draining for them, it's feeding for them. You know what I'm saying? It kind of feeds them to get them through the day and get them through the next hour or whatever the case may be. But as people, as Black people, we do have to learn to step away from the negativity. And that's something that I had to work on years and years and years ago. But the first 5 years that I was gone, maybe more than that, it was drama after drama after drama. I'm all the way in Iraq. What y'all telling me for? Ain't shit I can do about it. Okay, Deidre has a question. Who want to answer this? Do y'all believe birds of a feather flock together? I'm gonna answer last if y'all don't cover it.
Go ahead, Q.
I don't think so. Because everybody grow at a different pace in their life. Some people are stuck, they stagnant. Mm-hmm. Some people are complacent, and then some people gonna grow above them. So I don't think birds of a feather flock together, because it's just everybody have a different mindset. But if you are in a flock together, each one of y'all should be bringing each other up to where you're all on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I spoke about it, I think on the Black History part, I talked about how us as Black people, we so afraid to give information to each other so another person will get ahead of us. So yeah, I do believe I don't believe in that. But a lot of people may have a different outlook on it. Or maybe I'm not understanding her question, or I don't know. That's just my outlook on it.
Cam, what you thinking? What is your answer?
I'm kind of like torn on it, but I'm gonna go in a different direction from Sterling and say yes, because most of the time, say for instance, if you're in a flock that is full of drama, eventually you're gonna move away from that drama if that's not you, if that's not what you're dealing with, that's not what you liking. So I feel if you're gonna be, you tend to hang around what you like. If you like to be around positive men that are females that are uplifting and one of them, you gonna flock to those type of people. If you like drama and and not to knock nobody, but if you like drama and mess and gossip, if you're a person that don't like that, you're not going to tend to continuously hang around that. So I'm not going to say I do agree that birds of a feather flock together, because if you doing something that particular group don't like, you're going to pull yourself away from it. And that's just how I kind of feel from it. Because
sorry to cut you off, Cam.
No, you good. You go ahead. Interject.
I got good friends back at home. One of them name is Theo Smith. He went the military route, but he got himself in a little bit of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But we are all fathers. You know what I'm saying? We all fathers. So the way I go about fatherhood may not be the same way he go about fatherhood. So that's my boy. So I'm not going to just leave him hanging because he's doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? So as a father, I'm like, hey, Theo, this is how I approach the situation of having 2 kids by 2 different women. I'm never the perfect father because I'm always going as a father on a daily basis.
Yep.
But as my homeboy, that's kind of like my flock, but at the same time, he's falling behind. So I got to bring him up and be like, hey, this is how you go about fatherhood. This is the way to handle certain situations.
So how is it what I'm getting at, Sterling, I guess, is it a time frame on that if that person continues to keep not getting it together?
No, it's not a time frame, but at the same time though, if I love my homie the way I say I do, I'm still gonna be there regardless.
I get you.
Same thing
I don't disagree with you, man. I guess we were looking at it from 2 different angles, but I get it.
Same thing with you, Cam. We both fathers, and we always talk, hey Q, or hey Cam, go about it this way. You know what I'm saying? That's just having constructive criticism, being real with your friend. Like, I love
but isn't that like a positive? Like, me and you both fathers, but you see that it's a better way I could have done something. But that's more, I want to be around that because you're keeping me aligned, keeping me accountable, but you're doing it in love.
Yeah,
so I want to be a part of that flock. Yeah, that's how I was getting it at. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, you got to think about the mental capacity of some people that never been outside of a certain environment. Like, we experienced everything. We've been in Iraq, Afghanistan. We've seen the world on a different level. So our conversation is not going to hit the same as it would to somebody that's been in Philly or somebody that's been back at Jasper their whole life.
Yeah.
But you still love that person enough to be like, hey, let me go ahead and bring you up on this level a little bit. I know you fucking up right now, but we're gonna get you there. And I'm your boy and I love you. At the end of the day,
I agree.
At the end of the day, everybody gonna make their own choice. Everybody gonna make their own choice. But as long as you do your part as a brother, and if you say I love you and you're my bro, I won't keep doing it till the day we die.
But I understand that, but I won't allow myself to be in situations where I'm a compromise.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? And I guess I'm looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah, but the thing about it though, if you the only man in that group, only man in that flock, or the man in that room that has that opportunity to bring everybody up on your level, you're gonna pull them out of that negativity. You're gonna find some way to pull them out of that negativity. You're gonna say, when I go back home, I'm not going to that hole in the wall spot back in Philly on the corner. No, we're gonna go down here to the lounge downtown at a rooftop so I can show you something different. You know, you give them that option. You give them that option to say, hey, come on, step it up a little bit. Now they make the choice to say, hey, I'm not going. You still did your part. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
I guess a big Mike kind of,
Go ahead, Cam.
So Big Mike, he said, yes, they flock together, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. If I'm doing good in life, then I'll tend to hang with the ones that's doing good as well. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's Sterling. He kind of hit it in the area where
everybody had a different opinion. I'm not knocking nobody response to it.
Good comment, Big Mike.
Yeah, good, great comment. You know, but I guess what my bro is like, if I say you my bro and I love you on that level, I want to try my best to pull you up out of that negativity, regardless. You know.
Well, I don't think birds of a feather flock together. You know, I have friends that have went in different directions, and like I say, I'm gonna still consider them my friends. I've never been a follower though, so I'm gonna do whatever it is that I want to do anyway. And I done been in situations where I'm like, y'all doing that, I ain't doing that. I'm about to go home. And those type of friends that are truly your friends, truly your home girls, your actual day ones, they don't say, oh, you a sucker for not coming. Yeah. They gonna be like, well, just going on, you know. And then sometimes they gonna get tired of even asking you. They gonna be like, well, Bird ain't coming anyway. So don't even ask her, because she not even gonna come with y'all. So don't even ask. So I think that you actually can pour into them just a little bit more. And like Sterling was saying, now I ain't riding in the car with some of my friends because I might get pulled over. But y'all can meet me at Samantha's downtown, and we, you know what I'm saying, we can have a nice dinner versus me going on top of the hill to meet you up there when I already know it's some drama. And it's easy to get sucked back into a bad situation and hard to get out that bad situation. And depending on who your day ones are, if they solid or not, to say this person ain't got nothing to do with it. So I don't think that birds of a feather flock together, because I've never been a follower. And I think a lot of people may run in groups and not everybody there is a follower. You have your own mind, you have your own mindset, and you can make decisions on your own. In some cases, do you see people that want to actually fit in and they do certain things? Yes, you do. And then a stronger person can manipulate and take advantage of that person who's just trying to fit in, trying to find a family, especially if you grew up in a inner city or urban area where you had to, it's cliche, but sometimes you have to do what you had to do. Yeah. So you stealing at the mall because your little sister and brother them home because you got to go sell it. That's just something that you had to do. But when you get older and you start changing your mind and your mentality, you know that there are better ways that you could do things by research and reading. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Any last thoughts, Cam, Sterling? Y'all like, subscribe, share, you know, bold and driven. I would say TMI on tomorrow, but he ain't on tomorrow. He on next week. Deidre come and said, my mother taught us to speak our minds, so I find myself speaking for ones who have no voice. Deidre, this Lieutenant Colonel I met, Johnson, had me read this book called Alluring of a Toxic Leader. And yeah, it talks about people like us. And I had to learn to stop doing that, because I be out there raising hell. And then when they go to Tom's, are there any questions in the room? The people that I'm raising hell for ain't saying nothing. They hush mouth. So in certain situations, I think that some people use people who are great leaders, who have stronger voices, to fight their battles. But then when it's time for them to speak up, they don't really have nothing to say. Like, so
I just made a good comment too after you get done, Kenya. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I pick and choose. What's up, Robert? I ain't heard from you. Robert said you can influence homies on a less than favorable path while sticking to your principles.
Yes.
Yes, most definitely.
Good comment, Robert. That was good.
What's up, Cam? You said you had a comment.
Oh no, I was just talking about Roberts, because that's how I like. Because like with me, you know, a big thing with me, you know, I don't smoke and I don't drink alcohol. You know, and it's all the time, you know, people be like, oh man, you don't smoke, you don't drink. It just never been my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't try to knock people that do it. I try to down people that do it. You know, I don't really see till this day, I don't still see why people drink alcohol.
Look,
I still don't understand it.
Sterling
But
hit me with some knowledge real quick because he went and got a book.
So,
what we got, Q?
if anybody ever get an opportunity to read this book, it's called Powernomics, The National Plan to Empower Black America. If y'all get an opportunity to get this book, you can get on Amazon, you can go to Barnes and Nobles. It's a great book to learn about Black America. I love reading books, but this is a good one right here. My homeboy gave this to me in Korea. This is a good book to read. So if you like to read books, this is a good one to get. Powernomics.
Yeah, look, everybody should be reading a book. I challenged myself this year, well, really last year, and I kind of fell off to read like a book a month. So yeah, it's I keep up with a lot of I'm reading this book called Psychological Slavery of the Mind right now. So yes, I am going to replay tomorrow, Bold and Driven. I'm gonna get that book. Look, I'm gonna get that book in April because I think I need time to read.
It's a good book. You can it's not that many pages either. It I think it only has 260 pages. That's including like stuff.
Coach even commented on it, and he said it was he said it is a good book.
It's a good book.
Yes. Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. Great comments, great show.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
TMI is a replay tomorrow, but like, subscribe, and share it to Bold and Driven. If you got some comments you want us to talk about something, y'all know what to do. Hit us up in our inbox. You could DM anybody, and we'll we will most definitely get together and talk about it. Okay, Bold and Driven, my kind of book.
Here goes a short book for you. John Lewis Carrier on Reflections of a New Generation. This is my frat brother also. If y'all didn't know, he is Sigma, man.
He a Sigma?
He is Sigma.
So, okay, y'all. Hey, look, any more books for us, Sterling?
That's it. That's all I got.
Look, cause when I see you get up, I said, Sterling about to hit us with some knowledge real quick. Because sometimes you got to. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We ain't back here next week because we're gonna be on a little spring break vacation or something. Y'all holler at us, like, subscribe, and share. We out of here.
Peace.